Folks, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's East versus West here in Salt Lake City. The Jazz hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Well, Steve, two strong benches tonight. Both front offices. Great job building these teams and building their depth.
You're totally right, Kevin, and it's hard to do under this salary cap situation. You need strong talent evaluators to be able to have these type of benches.
Sometimes those guys, Smitty, are as valuable as the players themselves.
You're totally right. Whenever you can pick out talent and find guys that fit the great system, you have something.
And it's Warren with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Booker. Lowry brings the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Utah has possession. To the paint. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Left side, Warren. And Porter comes to help. Back to Warren. And the rejection by Collins. They retain possession.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Collins wide open, he fires. And the three off target. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. That one's not going to go. And it's Miami the other way. Left side, Lowry. From 17 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
And Greg, with Michael Porter combining the length, athleticism, and scoring ability, he's a rare prospect.
I mean, in high school, he was the #1 prospect on a lot of people's lists. Had the back injury in his only year of college, but everyone knew what he could do when given the chance.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
Yeah, easy call.
Utah's shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A fifth-place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the expectations many had going into the year.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes down 2 points.
When Kyle Lowry starts cooking from the mid-range, the defense is in trouble. You can't take away everything.
And Smitty, the Jazz certainly caught many by surprise last season.
You have to credit the job the front office did to reload the roster. Ended up losing to the Rockets in a thriller in the second round. But this is a team no opponent wants to see in the playoffs.
Here's Lowry. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Butler, no good.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Pass to Booker. Bagley with the rebound. Lowry with the ball. Here's Collins. Back to Lowry. Buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got 7 points. Inside. And Cousins gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
Now here's Collison. Miami no good on that time either.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
And they'll keep possession. And they pick up 2. Bradley's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Crawford, no one around him. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
And for 3, Collison. That one's not going to go. DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for Utah. He made his mark in a big way. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Yeah, I mean, so many of their points coming in the paint. They're running the offense all the way through.
And you know their coach likes it. Working for high percentage looks and converting them.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Collison for 3. It's Crawford on the wing. Outside Collison. Buries it from 3-point range. Collison's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Well, this is the relentless side of Cousins that we love to see. Hard not to be impressed by what he's doing.
Here's Cousins. He's got 13. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Back to Collison. For three. And again, Miami with the triple.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Utah with the ball. Doubled by Crawford. Cousins. Nurkic with the block. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And now a 3-point Heat lead. And with Collison and how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. A steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Morris with the ball. They get it again. Pass to Cousins. Nurkic with the steal. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Jazz trailed by 5. From beyond the arc and then some.
Here's where Galloway excels. Better off the catch than initiating.
Now a timeout called by Miami. You often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
And here's Warren for 3. That shot missing. And it's Miami the other way. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Tries again. Lowry can't get it to go.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
It's stolen by Bagley. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. And the Heat making a change here. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And Lowry has no problem setting up teammates. He strikes a good balance between passing and scoring.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Back to Booker. Down low. Here's Harrell. No good again that time. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Butler. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Butler's got 7 points for the quarter.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Good on both. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Another miss by Utah. Goes up to the stripe. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
That's how you run the fast break. Lowry is a total pro when it comes to leading it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Miami has possession. Just 3 to shoot. Collins. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half.
Tonight, Butler's been ferocious, got into a rhythm early, and has been able to sustain that effort.
Harrell up top. 6 points for him. Bagley brings the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Utah has possession. Back to Harrell. And it's good, and the assist by Parker. Harrell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Here's Collins. And it's Miami with another.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight.
And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 11-point game. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember. And that's the shot he wants, just a little bit out of rhythm.
From deep 3-point range, Bagley with the rebound.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post play from dominant bigs. I think the post play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. The Heat leading by 14. Outside Lowry. Outside Porter. Shoots over Warren. Porter, no luck.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Here's Cousins. It's good. Cousins has got 17 now.
DeMarcus can play outside, but the paint is still where he makes his living.
And finished off by Collins.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Butler. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Booker with no one around. No good on the 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and, of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Lowry misses off the left iron.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested. Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
A nice shot by Booker.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Real Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
But they sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
Low block shot on the way. And he connects with the jumper. And that's now 19 points for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
The Jazz have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And the Heat call time here.
And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
And some changes here for the Heat. Here's Harrell. He's got 8. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Down by 15. Back to Harrell. Right side Bradley. 6 on the shot clock.
And they've gone ice cold from the outside as they're trying to cut into this deficit. The three-point percentage much worse this half than it was in the first.
And so Collison will bring it up for the Heat. They led by as many as 18 points. In the corner, Miles with it. Collison looking around. Over Morris. Collison, good. Collison's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And with Warren, with kind of an old-school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Harrell. Parker trying to free himself up. And it's Harrell missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Nurkic. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Nurkic has got 8 points.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Collison. 11 points in the game. Tries again. Pass to Nurkic. From deep, Miles. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miles has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Miami leading by 23. Outside Collison. Pass to Nurkic. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Crawford. Out to the wing. To the inside. And he lays it straight in. 10 points for Nurkic.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Morris with the bucket.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Pass to Lure. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Babbitt. Right wing. Here's Knox. Drills the three-pointer.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And here's Miles. Back to Collison. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also gives those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Knox misses. Ball stolen. Here's Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that
shot. The Utah Jazz, their offense, they can go at you from several angles. They have a lot of shot creators and a lot of guys that can put it on the floor. Solid shooting, and they don't get sped up on the offensive end.
There's Crawford with the three. Miami no good on that time either. For the three. Morris no good. Miami leading by 22. Crawford's got room. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Jamal Crawford, throughout his career, one of the best shot creators in the game. He's something to watch when he gets going.
Stolen by Lure. In transition, here comes Miami. Pass to Miles. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, this is a time you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
Well, this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card. You ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piling cards in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way.
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the two referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referee. I would love to see them go back to a two referee situation.
A drive by Collison. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Crawford outside.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
Collison with it. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. To the middle. 4 on the clock. And there's another one for the Heat.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And the shot goes down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Back to Butler. Pass to Lowry. Here's Bagley. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.